So, welcome to Mirchi N Mime. Our company name is Square Meal Foods, and Mirchi N Mime is one of the first restaurants of the company. What we have here, it's a concept by the founders of the company, which is Prashant Issar and Anuj Shah. Both of these guys are graduates from Henley Business School in London, and so while it's their schooling, business schooling in UK with Henley, there are a couple of core values which was taught to them. So based what is on which the business is based on, and obviously the concept, because what their studies taught them is when you're trying to create wealth for yourself, you try and create wealth for society as well. So this is their way of trying and creating a wealth for the society. So when they were trying to find out, so Prashant is obviously a hotelier, however Anuj is from more or less marketing and HR and sales background. But however, he had very keen interest in getting into hospitality. These guys met through different alumni of the college, and that's how they got together, and this is what they have started with. So the idea came with one of such restaurant which exists in Canada. So they took inspiration from the same restaurant, and with the help of a couple of financiers, which is Mr. Shishir Gorle and Mr. Reddy, they started this venture. A lot of people have this question in their mind before they come to our restaurant saying, if they can't hear, can't speak, how are they going to communicate? So this is a tool, a menu what we have developed with an easy communication tool for our guests and every consumer who comes in. And obviously whenever everybody comes in the restaurant, one of the managers or one of the staff who can speak and who can speak and hear, he goes on a table, make sure we explains the concept. So this is how our menu works. So, everything revolves around the name of the restaurant. That's Mirchi N Mime. Mirchi representing the spice which is added in the food, as we are serving contemporary Indian food. So, what could represent spice better? So, that's why Mirchi N Mime is, because all the staff working here, they are all speech and hearing impaired. So, mime is basically the theatrical act where your artists perform with expressions and gestures. I'm sure you must have seen, these are mute dramas where people put the white color on their face and just talk with expressions and signs and, do the act. So obviously, these guys can't speak and can't hear, but they are very sharp with their expressions and all. And their mode of communication or their language is known as sign language. So that is why we took that word which will represent their way of communication. So that's why mime in the name. So how the menu works is pretty simple. It works like a matrix, like an X and Y axis. There are signs mentioned on the top and the corresponding serial number of every single dish on the side. So what you need to do is very simple. Whatever dish you want to order, on top of the row there is a sign mentioned. So you start with the sign and use the corresponding serial number of the dish. Alright. Now to simplify things further, black indicates veg, red is non-veg, and orange are vegetarian dishes. All the entire menu is designed to be shared, so we will always suggest to order accordingly. Whatever is mentioned with the small red chili on the right hand side of the dish, these things will be very spicy. Now this is how the menu more or less works. On top of that, every server has a different sign name, every manager has a different sign name. So if they get stuck, we also explain the guest how to call for help and all.
So how was your experience? Did you enjoy the food?
Yes.
And how was the service?
It was very unique.
Did you find any difficulty to place an order in the first place?
Yeah, initially we thought it would be a little difficult, but then it was fun.
So how did the people help you here to place an order? Were they cooperative?
Yeah, very much so.
Alright, thank you so much.